現在4試合で防御率 0.86 自責点2と投手としても素晴らしい成績を残している大谷選手。その大谷選手の投球を支えているのが大きく横に曲がるスライダーの一種のスイーパー。打者視点でどう見えているのか。スプリットを決め球として多く投げていた過去とどう変わったのか。WBC アメリカ代表監督として決勝で実際目の当たりにしたマーク・デローサ氏が解説していました。
It's crazy what he's doing, and I want to dive into it and give him love, and I want to focus on the pitching because he's gone from arguably like a top 10 pitcher in the game to you can make the argument he's been the best pitcher in the game recently, and the numbers support it. S-Rod, first board. Pause that. Last 10 starts, look at it. MLB ranks, you're going to sit down today, Bloody Mary brunch, 11 a.m., and watch Shohei Ohtani try and pick apart the Red Sox? Last 10 starts, ERA, home runs allowed, nothing. Strikeouts, 10th. Opponent average, nothing. Opponent OPS, 101 pitchers with 8 or more complete games. Every other starting pitcher is allowed 2 home runs. Give me the next board. So that's his 10 starts. This is since the start of 2022. So this is where he stands. And oh, by the way, he hits 40 homers for you and runs like a deer. So it's pretty crazy. You look at it, ERA, he's 3rd, strikeout percentage on down the line. So put him wherever you want, but he's certainly in the top 5 in the game right now. Another thing, side angle slow-mo is wind up for me. He is a monster when you get close to him. Pause this real quick. You hear a lot of guys on this network talk about perceived velocity. His average mile per hour on his fastball is 97 miles per hour. That's top of the food chain for a lot of guys. But his extension makes his heater play hotter at 98 miles an hour. Run this. So not only does he have the stuff, but then he's got the athleticism to get out there and even create more. But I want to flash back, okay? Because when he broke in 2018, all the way through 2021, he was heater, slider, split. This was his out pitch. Okay? Nasty. You knew it was coming with 2 strikes. Bring up the splitter usage. Pause this and bring up the board of splitter usage. So what happens, right? Tommy John. So this guy's got to try and stay healthy. He's trying to pull off something no one's ever done in the sport, offensively and on the mound. So how do I stay healthy? I was always amazed at guys that threw the split finger. Anybody who drove a ball into both these fingers right here, instantly my elbow starts barking. So I don't understand how guys are able to do that on a consistent basis. And he started to ditch that pitch, okay? In 2018, he was using it 22.4%. In 2023, 7.8%. Take some stress off my arm. Oops. Let me incorporate this nasty sweeper for the last 2 years that no one can hit. Let's get back into the tape. So let's try and stay healthy. And you've seen this. This pitch is unbelievable. Jesus Aguilar right there. It's not going down. It's almost going sideways across the entire plate. Ramon Laureano, different shapes to it. And it was on complete display when the baseball world won on March 21st. This was a little bit, pause this real quick. I know Mike Trout's one of the best players of all time, but on March 21st to have to deal with this stuff is borderline unfair. August 21st, let's get after it, but run this. This is crazy. Run that back.
Oh my God.
It's 88 mile an hour wiffle ball to get you loose. What? Okay, spit on it. He was taken no matter what. And then here we go. That's 100, middle. Run that back. What is that? What is that? Is that a cutter?
What is it?
It's a cutter at 100 miles an hour. Keep going. 100. You got to remember, March 21st, no one's locked in on a $102. And then the sweeper, 87. It is crazy what he's been able to do. Pause this real quick, because I want to read some of these numbers. It is the sweeping slider for him is the second most runs prevented by a single pitch since the start of 2022. Dylan Cease's slider is the only one that prevents more runs. Bring up his pitch usage comparisons. Okay, this is a lot to process. Simplify it. 2021, these are his percentages. 44% of the time he was throwing you a four-seam heater. 22% of the time he was throwing you that sweeping slider, and let's throw in the splitter at 18%. You can't cover everything. So he was about a 3 or 4 pitch guy. All right, I'm on heater slider probably. Not gonna hit his split. I'm gonna lay off it. Hopefully don't swing and miss with 2 strikes. Tell me now what the heck you're supposed to do. So he throws 98 miles an hour. He's 6'5", and he has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weapons to get you out with. Brian McCann always talks about, if I have a pitcher on the mound and I can go to any quadrant of the strike zone, the hitter's usually got no chance. I don't know what you cover with explosive stuff from Shohei Ohtani, and oh, by the way, offensively, I am one of the best in the game. So it's pretty crazy. Run the J-Rod at bat real quick. It's just too much. 93, kind of slider, cutter away, shape it off it, that completely backed up on him. It's the wipeout sharpness of these breaking balls. He thinks he's on them, but they're all different moves. That's a cutter at 98. Whew. Run that back for me real quick. I just want it real slow. As soon as it comes out of his hand, pause it. Okay, let it go a little bit. Click, click, click. Right there, pause. So Julio Rodriguez, that's a hanger to him in his mind. He sees it out and it's spinning. He's got the red dot. All right, if it's high, let it fly. Run this. He's going. What? It's a ball away almost. So please, people, don't take it for granted. It's kind of the stuff of legend right now, what he's doing.
WBC で監督としての立場で対戦したばかりでとても分かりやすい解説でした。最大50センチも変化するという大谷選手のスイーパー。分かっていても打てそうにない魔球です。投げられる球種も増えたことで、バリエーション豊富な投球スタイルを確立している大谷選手。バッターは狙いを絞るのは難しいでしょう。投手としても今年度は大きな進化を見せています。サイヤング賞受賞の有力候補の一角として引き続き活躍を期待します。